Hello once again. Thanks for joining me for another edition of Electric Avenue's YouTube updates. This is actually a new release slash Black Friday Record Store Day, Black Friday. Final video for November 24th, 2023. Hope you're all having a wonderful Thanksgiving and getting together with your families and whatnot, whatever you do. So today, I'm going to be showing a bunch of stuff, a few things that have come in sort of late, just to sort of put some fears to rest in some ways, and also new releases for this Friday, November 24th, which are not officially Record Store Day releases, but they come out on a Record Store Day or a Black Friday. So, all right. So this will be a shorter video, I promise. And here are some Record Store Day things for Black Friday that came in late. First thing, Beach Boys' Christmas album. People are saying to themselves, what's so special about this? It's on green vinyl, for one thing. And this has been kind of more difficult to get in recent years. This is a mono edition, mono repressing. It's numbered in gold up here. It looks nice. Make a good holiday gift, whatever. Whatever. Second thing up, Kahan. I'm still trying to figure out how he likes to have it pronounced. Cape Elizabeth. Noah is probably one of the biggest breakout stars of the year as far as sales and requests here. And ironically, I think we've been out of his album for like 2 months now because the manufacturer can't seem to keep up with the demand. But anyway, this is his Cape Elizabeth EP. And this has 5 songs: Troubled Mind, Close Behind, Glue Myself Shut, Anyway, and Maine. So Noah fans, there you go. Another one, and this one came late and we were heavily allocated, unfortunately. Olivia Rodrigo. This is her 4-song EP, opaque deep purple etched vinyl, pressed at Third Man. 4 songs: Obsessed, Scared of My Guitar, Stranger, and Girl I've Always Been. These songs are songs that are all available on the like the Walmart edition, the Target edition, whatever, and they put them all together on one Record Store Day EP. It's a nice idea. I was kind of bummed by the fact that they didn't send us more, and I'd say part of that is just the fact that we were dealing with the closure of one of our distributors and things getting shuffled around, and so we'll have some, but not as many as what people are hoping. Certainly not a Taylor Swift sort of thing. So anyway, and if you can't get the songs, go get the special editions at other stores, unfortunately. MLE Crew. This is Black Friday edition of Shout at the Devil, the Too Young to Fall in Love EP. This is orange and black marble vinyl featuring Too Young to Fall in Love, Knock 'em Dead Kid, and Take Me to the Top. This is, I don't know, Record Store Day and MLE Crew seem to be, they have a fairly good relationship. Turnstile with Bad But Not Good. This is another one that was heavily allocated. Most of the ones today are ones that we ordered several copies and then got cut drastically. This one is on limited edition black and white Clouds vinyl. Just has New Heart Designs is sort of the header for this, featuring Mystery Alien Love Call featuring Blood Orange and Underwater Boy. Turnstile also sort of breakout stars. Really, I don't know if that was this year or last year, but and Sparks. This is a live album from Sparks from 1974. Live at the Record Plant. So kind of a studio recording featuring Hasta Mañana Monsieur, Something for the Girl with Everything, Talent is an Asset, Thank God it's not Christmas. BC, here in heaven, this town ain't big enough for both of us, an amateur hour. So kind of a sort of a hit set of their breakout era on as a live performance. Let's see, Studio One Kings, and this is sort of a Soul Jazz Records compilation. They do fantastic compilations. This features Freddie McGregor, Ken Booth, Horace Andy, Cornell Campbell, John Holtz, Johnny Osborne, the Ethiopian. So it's going to have a little bit of a, definitely sort of a reggae vibe to it with people like Horace and yeah. All right. Let's see. And Death Becomes Her soundtrack. Alan Silvestri did the music for this first ever vinyl release. That's kind of amazing. 16 unreleased bonus tracks and extended versions. Well, I'm sure they're all short. Featuring the original song Me, performed by Meryl Streep, pressed on purple vinyl. Again, this was sort of heavily allocated. It was kind of a fun movie. I think I saw it in the theater. Bruce Willis. Goldie Hawn, right? Yep. All right. And box set. Bo Diddley. This is I'm a Man, the Chess Masters, 1955 to 58. So early Bo Diddley, and this says in early 1955, with the release of the single Bo Diddley and I'm a Man, the World Was Changed. This set collects the complete recordings of Bo's hugely influential first 4 years, originally released on CD in 2007. This is the first ever vinyl release. And like I said, there weren't many of these to go around, so kind of unfortunate. And finally, on the RSD stuff I'm showing here, De La Soul, the 3 Feet High and Rising box set. This is all 45s, every song A and B sides. Let's see, 7-inch box set. Singles collection from the iconic, featuring hits, skits, and rarities, including Buddy on 12 unique 7-inch splatter vinyl and a 7-inch slip mat and pinup. Way cool. Not cheap. Not as expensive as that Black Pumas one was, though, a year or two ago. I think they learned their lesson with that. Maybe so did I don't know. All right, so some new releases here. Let's see. Mac Miller, Watching Movies with the Sound Off. This is a special edition of this 10-year anniversary. I'm not sure if they did anything to the vinyl as far as like color or whatever. It doesn't say, but it's in a really nice, substantial box with sort of haunting artwork, I'd say. So that's new. If you're into CDs, there's a new John Wetton box set. This is rather substantial as well. This is 6 studio albums plus 2 new bonus discs with a 64-page book, including a foreword by Roger Dean, titled An Extraordinary Life. We lost John, I think this year. It might have been last year. People would remember him as a singer for like Asia and King Crimson. So anyway, and another sort of retro looking box set, the Yes album. And I've had some people that have been asking for this for a while. This is the definitive version of the 1971 classic, 1 LP, 4 CDs, and a Blu-ray. Yes, I know people hate that when they put the formats together. But this way, you kind of can consider either the album as a bonus or the CDs as a bonus. But either way, you're getting extra material. This includes a new remaster of the original album, the Stephen Wilson remixes, vocal and instrumental versions, rare and unissued outtakes, single versions, mono mixes, rare and previously unreleased live tracks from the tour, new Dolby Atmos mix, and a 5.1 mix. So there's a concert thing on here. I mean, you could sort of screenshot that, but I think it's hard to read. You probably want to look that up online. Also in reissueville, we get they're starting a series or a sort of a limited series of Kate Bush. This is the Hounds of Love reissue. This is a Fish People reissue, which is her label. These are the same masters, I believe, that they used on the last series, but they're on color vinyl and they've been remastered again. This is called Raspberry Beret. And many of you might or might not know that Kate did work with Prince on a couple occasions. So this was pressed at Record Industry in the Netherlands, an exclusive indie edition. I don't know what else I need to say about this. It still features the Big Sky, the 7-inch mix, though. So this is not, it's not quite exactly like the original album because she likes the 7-inch mix better. The other one that we have right now that just came in is Never Forever. And these are not cheap either. This is on Blade Bullet vinyl, which is sort of a gray color. This is kind of like a transitional album for her. It's not like it's not as like girly as the early ones, but it's also not as quirky as some of the later. I believe this one features Babushka, which is kind of a turning point type song for her. And there are some others on the way. Another reissue, the Move Shazam. And this album is really, really hard to get on vinyl. So this is on Esoteric Recordings. They didn't do too much to it. It doesn't seem, I know there's no sticker indicating like color or anything like that. 6 tracks. This is the album that, one of the albums that people sort of name check. Jeff Lynne is, I think Jeff Lynne was, he was in the Move. Maybe he wasn't on this one. This is a lot of Roy Wood stuff. Oh, he came in later. This is, I don't think he's on this. Maybe he is. Someone out there can tell me. This features string and woodwind arrangements by Tony Visconti, though, who, famous David Bowie producer. But I know a lot of people who love this album, Shazam. So there were a couple of Move albums before they sort of broke up, and then Jeff went and did ELO and had huge success. And Roy Wood did Wizard and had some success in a Christmas song that everyone in England knows. Government Plates. This is Death Grips reissue. This is an RSD Essential on clear vinyl. I have to say, I don't know if I've ever seen this on vinyl before. So it's cool that we're getting Government Plates from Death Grips. If you're a Death Grips completist and you haven't gotten that, it's pretty limited, so I wouldn't wait too long. Death Clock, here's another sort of semi-limited thing, I think. The Death album, this is on opaque silver vinyl. Metalocalypse. I remember when this came out originally, and it was pretty huge for like 5-10 minutes, and then it sort of, you know, became part of the culture. Jethro Tull, War Child 2. This is a additional War Child LP session recordings remixed by Steven Wilson. Get a look at that outfit. Come on. Anyone who rocks a codpiece like that. Yeah. Great portrait on the back too. So well, War Child I think is a little bit of an underrated album probably. So but this is War Child 2. Another reissue that'll take you back. Kylie Manogue. Kylie. Her first album reissued on vinyl. It might be the second time. This is the 35th anniversary. My God. On neon pink vinyl. 35th anniversary, and this girl still has songs in the top 40. Go figure. Good for her. This was kind of a big hit, even in America when it came out. That hat is insane. What they did with her hair, I don't know. But features The Locomotion, which was a cover of Little Eva. That was a #1 in the U.S. And I Should Be So Lucky, was a big hit here, and so was It's No Secret was a single here. And oddly, it wasn't in other parts of the world, but they thought, hey, that song will work in America, and it did. And then her career has been full of ups and downs in the US, but she has been massive in the UK and Australia pretty much ever since then. So let's see. Ornette Coleman, Crisis. It's kind of an unexpected release this week. I didn't really realize this is coming, but this is on Endless Happiness Impulse, 1972. Ornette Coleman, Don Cherry, Dewey Redman, Charlie Hayden, and Ornette D. Coleman. It actually says it was recorded March of 1969, so it took, 2-3 years for it to get released. But there you go. That's your jazz for the day. There's so much jazz on Record Store Day list, you probably don't really, need more jazz, but if you're an Ornette Coleman fan, you might need that. David Gray, White Ladder Live. White Ladder is David Gray's sort of signature album. And this actually features the album, and it ends with Say Hello, Wave Goodbye, which is his cover of a Soft Cell song. And then ironically, the encore starts with Tainted Love, his encore of his cover of another Soft Cell song. Then there's something called Bowie Babylon Glastonbury 2000, which is probably some sort of discussion of David Bowie. And then he does covers of Life on Mars and Oh You Pretty Things, and ends with a Please Forgive Me reprise. So David Gray fans, you might want that. I don't have many of them, but I'll try to get more if there's interest. Smashmouth, Fushu Mang. This is actually a reissue of what came out a couple years ago on Record Store Day, and we sold out of all of ours, so it's good to have this back. This is Strawberry with Black Swirl pressing, the first widespread vinyl release. This features Walking on the Sun, and yes, we lost Steve this year. It also ends with their cover of War's Why Can't We Be Friends. So if you didn't get that on Record Store Day, now's your chance. Here's another one that we have, but then this is a 30th anniversary edition. 30 years since Snoop Doggy Dogg Doggy Style. Let's see. It has the original track listing for the first time since 1993. The indie retail exclusive green and black smoke vinyl. I didn't look at the other record to compare what the track listing difference is, but oh my gosh, features people like Lady of Rage, Warren G, Corrupt. Those are some names from the past. All right, a couple reissues from the Donnas. Get Skin Tight, which is probably considered kind of their breakthrough album. If it wasn't that, it was Donna's Turn 21. These were sort of indie records before they got signed to the major. But this one is from 1999. It says it's a punk rock classic, which it is. And Purple with Pink Swirl pressing. All right, and then Donna's Turn 21, and this one is Blue Ice Queen pressing, Glam Punk Romp, both remastered for vinyl. So there you go. Hey, it's the Bastards of Soul. Give It Right Back. This is indie exclusive, looks like a red vinyl edition. This is on Skylark Soul. This is, I think they're just like a neo soul kind of, I was saying soul funk type band. But any band named Bastards of Soul, you just want to at least hear it, don't you? I don't know, I do. Chris Whitley, an artist that we sort of lost too soon, I think. He's been gone for quite a few years now. 1995 blues grunge noise classic, This is the vinyl debut, Clear Smoke pressing, limited to 1,500 copies. Den of Ecstasy. Yeah, Chris had issues, a rough life, nice guy apparently. Just anyway, one more cautionary tale, I suppose. But hey, now you can get his stuff on vinyl. Anchored in Love, a tribute to June Carter Cash. I think we're still waiting for the CD on this. But this features Sheryl Crow with Willie Nelson doing If I Were a Carpenter, Carlene Carter and Ronnie Dunn doing Jackson, Loretta Lynn doing Wildwood Flower, other people, Chris Christopherson, Brad Paisley, Roseanne Cash, Elvis Costello doing Ring of Fire, Billy Bob Thornton, Billy Joe Shaver, all the Billies, Billy Bob, Billy Joe, Ralph Stanley, and ends with Emmylou Harris doing Song to John. Kind of cool. Let's see. Ben Webster, Soulville, jazz reissue. This is on Destination Moon Records, limited edition clear vinyl. This is number 270 of 500. I think Ben Webster is an underrated jazz musician. Got a lot of records. Jackie Wilson. Ho, ho, ho. It's the Jackie Wilson Merry Christmas. Reissued on Brunswick Records. They did a Christmas tree green color edition. And he'll bring a lot of soul to your step at Christmas. And Dr. John, solo piano, live in New Orleans, 1984. Solo piano. So get a little bit of John by himself. Okay, I think that's everything I have to show now. So there were a lot of things in these videos I didn't show, a lot of things that I haven't pictured, onesies usually, and we do have most everything on the list. And it's just the quantities are sometimes like, it's not always what you want it to be, and you know, it's sort of like take a shot in the dark and gamble. It's basically a form of gambling, and you have to kind of figure out what people are looking for the most. So it's really odd. And I have friends over in the UK, and they kind of run their record store day, and some of their systems completely different, and it seems much more organized in a way, and less like, hey, let's throw this at the wall and see what sticks. So but because of the sort of like capricious nature of record store day in the US, they kind of like to leave it very first come first serve, and that sort of thing. So what I'm trying to say is, don't be heartbroken if you don't find what you're looking for. We're going to have a lot of stuff, and I'm sure there's a lot of stores that are probably in the same sort of, hey, we've got a lot of stuff, so help us out, you know? And it is like a really important time of year for us, because it's such a big like investment for the store, and we're just trying to make a living really and keep ourselves going until the next one. And I imagine next April is going to be a pretty massive list in record store day, since the last one was so over the top. So the biggest one we'd ever had. So thanks again, everybody, for all your support. Enjoy the day, have fun, no pushing. I've never seen that happen. I've seen people get into arguments before, but it is basically like one item per person of every item until the line is done. And once the line is done, usually takes, on Black Friday, it's a couple hours maybe. Then you can come back and get whatever you want. So, all right, thank you. Have a wonderful, healthy, happy holiday season. And we'll be back next week on the 1st of December for new releases. There's a new Peter Gabriel album coming out in 2 parts. There's also, I looked this, Travis Scott, Utopia on vinyl. We'll have Van Morrison, Moondance, the sort of deluxe edition of that. Things like The Cats on original jazz classics. McCoy Tyner has a tone poet. Sheryl Crow, Tuesday Night Music Club. Steely Dan's Gaucho. Those are all coming on vinyl. So there's still a lot to look forward to. It's been quite the year of reissue-y stuff. And I'm trying to get together my list of favorite albums of the year to post that here soon as a video. And, you know, it's one of those things where you kind of are like, okay, I got this. And then, like, I heard another album last night that was new, and I'm like, okay, well, that goes the list, and I got to start rearranging things and whatever. So, you really kind of, people who like to jump the gun and say, hey, here's my favorite albums of the year, because they want to get up the video real quick. They're not giving themselves enough time to kind of really soak it all in. So usually mine will come a couple weeks down the road. All right. I am feeling a lot better too. I just sound sort of froggy this morning, but hey, thanks again. See you guys. Happy Black Friday and happy holidays. Peace.